Alright, dudes. What up, what up, what up? Where am I? There we go. What up, what up, what up? Group on Saber here. Wee! God, I hope I don't forget to save. Okay. So, it took me like 30 minutes. But I think we're there. We're doing the Kotone route. Kotone Himekawa. So, let me go ahead and just do this. You had to skip the entire first month because she doesn't show up until you're a second year. Because she's a first year. So she doesn't even start school until, you know, you're a second year. So we can read it again. Kotone Himekawa. A first year student starting school in April. She doesn't say much and has a gloominess about her. Yet, for some reason, strange and unbelievable phenomenon often occur in her presence. This causes others to keep their distance from her, and for her to avoid them as well. One day, a certain occurrence helps her to start opening her heart toward Hiroyuki. Okay, let's go ahead and start. Oh god. Boop. You gotta skip 1 month, and it takes like 30 minutes. I really like the way Majikoi does it. Right, if you're doing a dating sim, Majikoi, I think Majikoi is a really good example of how you should do it. Like, instead of doing like prologue, story, choices, just do like one route. And then pick a character. And then that's the route. That's it. Pick a character, that's the route. That's it. I like that a lot. But I guess you do lose the appeal of, oh, you don't know who to get, right? Or something like that. I don't know. And plus, you don't really know any of the characters. So, there's nothing that's like introducing you to the character.
なんつうか、やっと新学期の実感が湧いてきた気がするな。
Let's see. My eyes happened to land on a certain girl. She seemed to stick out like a sore thumb. Is she a freshman? Is she a first year? Probably. But I don't see anything else much different between her and us. Yet, for some reason, she seems to not fit in with the scenery around her. It is as if she has been left behind. She isn't walking particularly slowly, but other students continue to pass her. That's how it feels.
あの子、なんだか寂しそうだね。
Akari says, looking at the same girl. Oh, she does look lonely. The reason she stands out from the other is because she looks lonely. There must be some kind of story behind it. The girl eventually disappears behind the school gates. I don't think much more about her. I like the choir girls too. There's a lot of good tropes. A lot of anime tropes.
でも今年1年ずっとひろゆきちゃんと一緒だと思うと
Was it called
なんだか
copy
嬉しい
paste
な。
personality?
ねえ、今日一緒に帰ろっか。
Shiho. Skip a little bit.
ひろゆきちゃん、志保が大ニュースだって。
Let me see what she gotta say.
知るか。どうせガセだよ。
Is this
お前が代わり
a
ひ
に聞いてやってくれ。
second girl
ろ
news?
ゆきちゃん
Let's
行か
see.
ないの？
俺はパス。あと頼んだぜ。
ほんと、志保には冷たいんだから。
Akari chuckles as she nods and head over to the teacher podium. I lay my head on my desk. There's still some time until homeroom. If I said it once, I'll say it 1,000 times. Nothing feels better than dozing off during that little window of time before homeroom. I have no attention on Shiho wild, baseless rumors.
はいはい、そこの藤田ひろゆき。寝てないでこっちに来なさいよ。
She calls out my name and yanks me out of my blissful days.
うっせえぞ。それだけ集まりゃ十分だろ。
あんたが来ないと始まんないのよ。まさし、早くそいつを連れてきて。
I look over and see Masashi strolling into the
ど
classroom.
うしたの志保？
今からとってきの大ニュースを披露すんのよ。みんなあんたと披露待ってんだから。
Nobody's waiting for anyone, but Shiho pulls out another one of her sneaky lies.
あ、うん、わかったよ。
Masashi nods in a panic.
てめえ志保、嘘つけ。
そ さいわね。あんたがおとなしくこっちに来ればいいのよ。
行こうよ、ひろゆき。
Now Masashi's in on it too.
藤田、お前も来いよ。
The other students gather around Shiho also, joining the chorus calling for me, so I'm forced to relent.
はいはい、わかりましたよ。
I begrudgingly get up. Damn it, wait to win my moment of peace.
さーて、みんな揃ったところで本題に入るわよ。
長岡さん、今度は誰のスキャンダル？
When the girls ask,
スキャンダル。実に惜しいわね。
それじゃあ事件？
それも惜しい。事件っていうより怪現象なのよね。
the crowd around Shiho stirs in response. They look excited for more information, yet concerned at the same time. All of the students are there to listen in on a fun story from Shiho, regardless of whether it is true or not. I am not one of those students.
ネタに詰まっちまって、とうとう怪奇現象まで持ち出したのかよ。
I say for everyone to hear with an unimpressed look on my face.
なんですって？どういう意味よ、それは。
言わなきゃわかんねえのか？つまり。
まあまあ、ひろゆき、ちゃんと聞いてあげようよ。
Masashi stops me before I can finish my sentence.
あんた、私の話を聞いた後でもそんな口が聞けるのかしらね。
Shiho talks to talk.
はいはい、俺は黙ってるから、さっさと終わらせてくれ。
There isn't any point in continuing the argument. Then I think about it. I would just be causing trouble for the other students gathered here if I keep snapping back at Shiho.
さーて、とんだ邪魔が入ったけど、ここから本当の本題よ。
Everyone quiets down and listens intently to Shiho.
新入生の一人にエスパーがいるらしいのよ。
Espa.
エスパ
The students mumble dubiously. I can't help but laugh of a huff.
エスパーって超能力者？
Masashi asks if he's standing next to her.
そう、超能力者。
Shiho nods pompously. Someone else then chimes in.
例えば念力とかテレパシーとか使う人？
そうそう、そんな感じ。
Shiho nods and everyone quietly makes a sound of surprise and shock. They don't seem convinced. As for me, I snort again.
嘘くせっつうか、まんまガセじゃねえか。
That's what I want to say, but I don't want to get into another dragged out argument, so I decide not to. Instead,
え？そのエスパーがどうしたって？
I expand the conversation. Shiho makes a face as I piped up unnecessarily.
その前に、みんなは入学式の事件のこと知ってる？
She asks.
それなら知ってるよ。事件って校長先生が怪我しそうになったことだよね。
Masashi says, and the other student nod in agreement. The principal almost got injured? I don't remember that.
知らない人もいるみたいだから、私が説明するね。
Shiho then starts to recount the incident with all sorts of hand gestures.
入学式、校長先生が長ったらしいお話を始めました。これから皆さんが体験する高校生活というものはってね、誰も聞いちゃいねって感じ。
You know, if you think about it, Shiho really brightens up everyone's day. Because in a day and age with no cell phone, because I don't think cell phones been invented yet. Right? There's like phones, but oh well, I guess Ayaka has cell phone. I guess only rich people have cell phone. But yeah, you can't really do much, right, without the internet and stuff. I mean, you can do a lot. But your source of entertainment is the people. And Shiho is a people pleaser. Gossiping can get really interesting when you got nothing to look at.
するとしばら
Like
く
what they're
して
doing right now.
生徒の一人が天井を指さして危ないって叫んだ。
Damn, dude, I can't imagine school nowadays, dude. Everyone has a cell phone, dude, nowadays. Right? And even little kids, like all the way in elementary school, has cell phones now, right? Damn. How do everyone talk to each other nowadays?
みんなが見上げると舞台の上を照らす照明の一つがふっと暗くなったの。照明を吊るしてるコードが傷んでて重みで切れそうになってたのよね。みんなの見てる前で配線のコードが一本ずつプチッと切れていって、最後にガッシャーン。幸い落ちたのが校長先生から一つずれた場所だったからよかったけど、 あのでかいライトがもし命中しちゃったりしてたら、さすがの校長先生もひとたまりもなかったわよね。
I want to butt in and retort. It'd have been okay if it was small light, but I decided not to.
それでその話とエスパーがどうつながるんだ？
I asked the question on everyone's mind.
そう、どうつながるのか。
もったいつけずに早く言え。
もし校長先生のお話が始まる前から舞台の照明が危険だから式を中断しようって言い出した子がいたとしたら、みんな驚く？
Before the speech,
それって大予言？
everyone sounds shocked.
大予言、いい言葉ね。そんな大予言を新入生の一人がしてたとすると、話はつながるわね。
長岡、それってマジ？たまたまなんじゃねえの？
そのあたりは調査済み。その子は前の学校でもたびたび大予言してるんだから。
誰なのその人？男？女？
Otoko? Onna? Shio oozes with a smug air of victory.
聞きたい？
Yeah. Everyone nods, Shio included.
そのエスパーの名は姫川琴音。
Himekawa.
女の子よ。それも結構美人。
Everyone oohs and ahs in response. As for me, hell yeah! Who'll believe? Ah, there's no way psychic powers actually exist in the real world.
うっそくせえ。そんなもん信用できっかや。
I reject her idea straight up.
焦らない焦らない。まだ続きがあんのよ。で、今回は大予言だったけど、その子の周りでは常に不思議なことが起こってるのよ。
どう不思議なんだよ。
例えば、その子が見つめる窓ガラスが手も触れないのにパリーンと割れたり、重そうな花瓶がズズッと動いたりすんのよ。
ますます嘘くせえじゃねえか。
It does sound like BS, doesn't it? What the hell? What the hell? I say it bluntly. But Shiho isn't the type to stay quiet when someone constantly picking apart her story.
あんた、証人だっていっぱいいるのよ。その上でケチつけてんでしょうね。
Yes.
うるせえ。入学式にそういう出来事があったことは認めてやるよ。けどな、超能力が当たり前のようなおめえの言い方は認められねえな。
なんですって？いるのよ。超能力少女は実在すんのよ。超能力が世の中に認められる日は近いのよ。
それが信用できねえんだよ。
I retort with ease. Shio's face turns bright red. It looks like she's about to say something, but she suddenly begins to nod, like she just remembers something. Dang, dude, he got her really pissed. That's funny.
私の先進的発言についていけなかったのね。いつの時代も古い人間はそうやって革新を拒むのよ。
アホ、誰が古い人間だ。
みんな、こんなやつをのさばらしていいの？
Shio looks to the others for support, possibly because she feels threatened.
さあ、藤田が長岡にイチャモンつけるのは1年の頃からだし。
新学期早々藤田に技あり。
Hey!
私は超能力を信じるわ。
Oh, the class divided. Nobody's chiming in to help Shiho, but rather their own opinion, making the situation all the more chaotic.
おいしい方、誰も助けてくれそうにないぜ。
いいわよ。他にも私の情報を待ってるみんながいるんだから。あんたに構ってる暇なんてないのよ。
She says that she leaves the classroom in a huff.
たく、2年に上がっても同じことの繰り返しかよ。
I sigh and return to my seat. Kotone Himekawa, was it? Poor girl. Getting targeted by Shiho as a source of gossip after only just starting school here. That was fun. It is lunchtime. This is where we met her, right? We met her instantly, or do we meet Aoi? Let's see.
ですからこれ
Oh,
は
it's Aoi.
単なる格闘技フ
I
ァンの
like
ため
her a
の
lot.
同好会ではなく、
She's really cute. Dang, she's so precious, dude. I'm sorry, I
悪い
can't.
けど、
I gotta tell her straight up. Or she's gonna be like waiting at the temple, expecting him to come. I don't want to get her hopes up. Aoi? What the heck? We talked to Aoi. What does Aoi has to do with Kotone? I told her I wasn't going, but I guess we're going. Never mind. Why is Aoi connected to Kotone? Maybe they're in the same class because they're both first year. Possibly, but dude, they say they had like 50 people in the classroom. That's crazy high. That's like college status. Well, college is way more. It's like 100 plus. It depends what college you go to, I guess. Everyone's college is different. Every time I talk to someone, everyone has their different college experience. College is so unique because there's no set standard. Regular schooling is like pretty typical if you go to public school. Excuse me. Excuse me.
でね、クラスの女の子たちが言うには、なんだかちょっと怖くて声をかけ、あ、クルス川先輩だ。
Senpai! I want to give her head pats. That's who likes head pats? It was Moti. That's right, Moti like head pats. Alright. It's lunchtime. Masashi and I sprint out of the classroom as the bell rings. There's our strategy to win in the first battle for sandwiches. The student store is in the cafeteria on the first floor. It's a 30-second runaway.
待っててくれよ、俺のカツサンド。
Not long after, the stairs enter my sight. I turn the corner in my usual way, like an F1 racing car, and leap into the stairs. How did the first year girl get so far ahead at lunch? Oh, I guess there's the second year, right? Wait a minute, why she's at the stairs if she's the first year? Too many questions. Alright, what voice actress I got her? Let me raise the volume. Oh, I got her modern, okay. Because her modern sound more timid than her legacy. I round the corner, and as I'm about to launch into the stairs, I bump into a girl coming up them. Oh, she was going to the second year? Why is she going to the second floor?
大丈夫か？
Luckily, my reflexes kick in, so I dodge her and only bump her arm. That doesn't take away the fact that I just hit a girl. This swift hit to the arm must have hurt. She nods without saying a word.
ごめんね。僕たち急いでたから。
Damn, man. What happened to all the animes? Then they're all turned into isekai. What is it all turned to isekai? Now they're all turning into what? What is it? Fantasy? It's a different kind of isekai. It's fantasy. I don't know what's it called. But oh yeah, the party. I'm an S rank hero. But they kick me out of the party because they think I'm useless. Trend? That's the trend nowadays. Oh man. Masashi says to her. The girl glances at us and then looks down. From what I can tell, her uniform seemed brand new. Come to think of it, she's that girl who came to school looking sad.
本当大丈夫か？結構強くぶつけただろ。
はい、平気です。
Yeah, see, her voice is so scared. Let me see her legacy voice. Let's see. They could make an anime with this setting. They probably did already.
はい、平気です。
She sounds okay. Her other VA though, the modern one, she sounds more scared. I like it better.
はい、平気です。
The girl says meekly.
悪いな。
I apologize again and then step forward to rush over to the student store. But then, the girl suddenly covers her ears and crouches down on the spot.
おい、大丈夫か？
I run over to her without a thought and then
危ない、伏せて。
she suddenly yells. It is so sudden that Masashi and I can do is stand there frozen. Duck. The window above the stairs suddenly shattered into pieces.
なんだ？
We look up at the window in surprise. The window is completely smashed, leaving only the window frame undamaged. What would you need to throw to make a window break like that? I think to myself. but I don't have time to be caught up in my thoughts. I went straight over to the girl crouching
や
over.
っぱ痛かったか？
And in response,
私また
she muttered as if talking to herself. Again? Did she have a seizure or something? Is she sick?
待ってろ。保健室へ連れてってやる。
I wrapped my arm around the girl's shoulder and tried to help her to her feet. Then my nose is itchy. But then she stands up as if nothing had happened.
ごめんなさい。具合が悪いわけじゃないんです。
She mutters.
じゃあなんでだよ。
私窓を壊してしまったので先生に報告してきます。ぶつかったのは平気ですから。
She says as she scurries off. Masashi and I look at each
あ
other.
の子、窓を壊したって言ってたよな。
うん。
That would mean that she shattered the glass. But I didn't see her throw anything at the window. Why would she be going around breaking windows anyway?
見たわよ。衝撃
A voice at the end belongs suddenly chimes in. I turn around and see Shiho.
てめえ。
Is she going to insinuate that I bullied the girl?
彼女がエスパー少女姫川琴音ちゃんよ。
お？
見たでしょ。彼女手も触れないで窓ガラスを粉々にしたのよ。
Masashi and I look at the window again.
おお。
There is only a little bit of glass hanging onto the frame. The rest of it is gone.
ちょっと見てくる。
Masashi said as I go down to the landing and stares at the glass strewn down about.
んなもん見てどうすんだよ。
見てよ、ひろゆき。何か変なんだ。
Both Shio and I do as Masashi said and go down to the landing. We look at the broken pieces and notice that, for some strange reason, they are all about 1 or 2 inches in size. Some are perfect hexagons.
これぞ超常現象ね。
Shio says in an obliviously theatrical manner. I find the incident pretty strange myself. The girl screamed, the window shattered, and now there are strangely shaped bits of glass. Supernatural powers. Poltergeist. Which could it be? Does that stuff even exist? That's a little bit different. Is it because we're on her side now? Kotone. Alright. After school. Alright, let's hang out with Kotone. What she's doing in the second floor? Alright. Maybe, oh, there you go. Oh, it's that girl with the psychic powers, Kotone Himekawa. Talk to her. I still got that incident on the stairs on my mind, so I'll strike up a conversation with her.
君、ちょっといいかな。
I'll call her from behind, and Kotone very cautiously turn around. She stares at me with those big eyes of hers. Yeah, okay. Her hair is long and shiny, with a slight wave to it. The layer cut into her hair makes a nice accent. Looking at her now, she really is the perfect example of a pretty girl.
覚えてるだろ？前に俺、昼休みに階段でぶつかったやつ。
Kotone nods.
ちょっと話があんだけど、いいかな？
Ask her again.
何でしょうか。
君ってさ、噂でちょこっと聞いたんだけど、超能力使えるんだってな。
Her face turns gloomy in an instant, and she looks down. Hold up. My ear itches.
からかいに来たんじゃねえんだ。ちょっと信じられねえからさ、確かめてみようと思ってな。
超能力はあるんですよ。
マジ？じゃあやっぱあの時ガラスが割れたのも。
You meant the other day. You mean that happened today?
はい。私がやりました。
気になんだけど、どうしてそんなことしたんだ？
Kotone falls quiet. What should I say? Is there a reason you can't tell me? I don't think much of your glass drinking. I don't care.
言えない事情があんのか。
Kotone remains silent.
なんか訳ありらしいな。
Kotone doesn't say anything, but she does glance at me. Even though she looks down straight away, it seemed like she is trying to tell me something through her eyes.
なあ、俺に。
私に関わるとあなたにご迷惑がかかりますから。
Kotone interrupts me with her words filled with sadness.
迷惑。
失礼します。
She bows and turns right around.
お、
The mood is dark, so I can't bring myself to say anything else. Has she had bad experience because of her powers? Alright. I wonder how he's gonna talk to her, if she's gonna avoid him. Maybe we'll get a chance to talk to her. Let's see. Dang, first year. Or what's it called? First period. Say first year. First period. Dang, today's only Monday. I'm so tired. Did they talk about robots? Are we going to meet Moti? Are we going to meet Moti? Yep. I want to see her fall. She's pretty cute. Oh, I like her so much, dude. She's so funny. That's Moti. They did a good job with her. Man, she's really cute. You know, I didn't really like her character design too much in the beginning, but after you did her out, you see Moti in a new light. You start to like her more. I got something on tea. Yeah. Oh, that's right. We got half day. Hey, we're gonna join Aoi Fight Club. Let's forget Saturday's a half day. Man, I wish we have a half day at work. Well, I guess technically these guys go to school like 6 days a week. That would suck. All right, I'll take my 2 days off. Never mind. Forget the half day. Do that one. Just so I can skip. My hair is soft. I gotta cut it though. It's getting really long and it's bothering me. And it's hard to upkeep and maintain. Especially if I don't use like hair gel and stuff like that. So I gotta chop it. I don't know when, but I'll chop it.
よっと。
You just watch TV all day? Nice. That sounds like my day off. It's like the only time I can watch anime without rushing and stuff like that. It feels nice just to binge some stuff.
行ってきます。
おはよ
Hello.
う。じゃあお昼になったら一緒。
Is she gonna make me something to eat? Akari? That sounds good. I went out looking for a Kotone classroom. I want to try apologizing to her again. As I walk past the freshman classrooms, I have a quick peek into each of them. Class A, nope. Class B, bingo. Kotone is sitting in probably her seat reading a book. But she is located in the back of the classroom, so I had to scream pretty loud to get her attention. We've only spoken twice before, so it'd be weird if I call out to her like one of her buddies. As I mull over what to do, one of the students gets up to leave the classroom. Perfect. Have her get Kotone for me.
ちょっといいかな。
はい。
A girl looks at me in confusion over why a second year is talking to her.
姫川さんに用があんだけど、呼んできてくれないかな。
ああ、またあの霊媒女。
The girl frantically covers her mouth to cut off her own sentence. What she said?
ああ、またあの霊媒女。
Rebai. What's it? Dempa means... What does Dempa mean? She looks like she accidentally said something she shouldn't have.
姫川さんですね。
She tries to regain her composure, but still sound awkward. It seemed as though the girl didn't have the greatest impression of Kotone. Is Creepy Girl her nickname or something? What the heck?
今、姫川さんのこと霊媒女って言ったろ。
Rebai.
それってみんなが言ってることなのか。
Rebai. I don't know what that means. Let's see. Hey Siri, what does Rebai Onna mean in Japanese? Let's see. Rebai Onna. Fuck. Refrigerator. No, I didn't say it right, dude. What she said? Like, refrigerate.
今、姫川さんのこと霊媒女って言ったろ。
Rebai.
それってみんなが言ってることなのか。
Rebai Onna. Damn it, it keeps saying refrigerator. Dempa Onna. Oh, Dempa means radio. That's right. Okay, whatever. Ask out of curiosity.
あ、いえ。言ってます。
She doesn't respond with much conviction, but it is clear that the other students probably do call her that. Now I'm curious as to why.
それって噂の超能力と関係がある話なのか。俺、彼女のことよく知らなくてさ。
でも、
噂のこと知ってるんだろ。教えてくれないか。
After racking her brain for some time,
あの子には黙っててもらえますか？
the girl seems reassurance. Sounds like she's ready to tell
いい
me.
ぜ。その代わり、詳しく教えてくれ。
Like a detective. Dang, we went outside. What the hell? We go somewhere else and the girl tells me all kind of things about Kotone. In summary, the supernatural incidents began when she was in middle school. Belief in the matter aside, Kotone is well known amongst the freshmen, the first year, for having supernatural powers. Those are the two big takeaways. Light bulbs or windows would suddenly break, followed by Kotone apologizing to everyone for the phenomenon. That was the usual pattern. At first, the teachers looked into whether Kotone was causing trouble, but they didn't find anything out of the ordinary. Some kind of setup would be needed to shatter light bulbs or windows without physically touching them. Yet they couldn't find anything of the sort and were resigned to shrug and confusion. This still didn't mean they believed in the supernatural abilities she insisted in possessing. In fact, Kotone herself couldn't use her powers whenever she wanted to. Who would believe in someone's natural abilities if she couldn't replicate them on cue? The accepted conclusion was that the windows and light bulb had degraded over time and spontaneously shattered. But what about Kotone, who insisted on being the cause behind them? The teachers were assumed that she had a mental illness, a kind of paranoid delusion apparently. Kotone took some time off school. There were rumors that she had been admitted to a psychiatric facility. She returned to school after some time, but the phenomenon of things, mostly light bulbs and windows, breaking continued. Even the teachers began to find it strange. But they couldn't find it in themselves to blame Kotone, and eventually stopped saying anything at all. That was how the adults dealt with it. The students, however, weren't so kind. Someone started a rumor that it was a ghost possessing Kotone that was breaking the glass. That's how she got that horrible nickname like Creeper Girl, Evil Spirit Girl. Oh! Okay. That's what it means. It's like something related to like ghosts and stuff. Even her close friends are starting to distance themselves from her because of the judging eyes of others. Kotone noticed and moved to isolate herself from them too. She became completely friendless by the time she graduated middle school. Damn, dude, that's so sad. What the hell? Hey, there has to be an anime. Is there an anime that has like a similar scenario like this? I will definitely watch it. That seemed like a really good setup to a story. Despite this, there were students who approached her out of curiosity upon hearing these rumors when she started at my school. They quickly distanced themselves from her after witnessing the paranormal phenomenon, wanting no part of it themselves. It didn't take long for Kotone to become isolated again. That's what the girls told me. I said such insensitive things to her without knowing what she'd been through. My conversation with the girl goes on for so long that I don't get a chance to speak to Kotone. I guess I learned a lot though. Dang, dude. She's friendless. Damn, dude. How did that happen? How do you graduate with no friends? That's kind of rough. That's like Bochi status. Damn, Bochi have no friends too. Not even one friend until she started being in a band. Well, I'm gonna be honest. Like, alright. Let's be honest. If someone like Bochi or Kotone is in your class, okay, would you talk to them? Bochi, she would talk to herself sometimes, and she would snicker, like very disgustingly. She would have this weird laugh. She would like, or something like that to herself. She, you know it, dude. She does it sometimes. Would you talk to her? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, it depends on the situation. If I don't have to, I probably wouldn't, to be honest. Same thing with this girl, Kotone. Yeah, I feel really sad though. Because, you know, she looks sad. But I don't know. I don't know. It's really hard to tell. I have no idea what I would do. The me in high school would say hi, but that's about it. I think that's all I would do. I would just say, hey. Hey, how's it going? Pretty cool. That's it.
なんとか間に合ったね、ひろゆきちゃん。
あの子は。
何見てるの？
いや、別に。
That's it. That's the only encounter. I don't know. I wouldn't talk to Kotone. I'm gonna be honest. I probably wouldn't talk to her if she was in my class. I would feel bad, but I wouldn't talk to her. Unless she has to have something in common with me. And back then, I was really into shoes. So if she has some cool shoes, I'll say, yo, where'd you get those? And then I'll talk about how she likes them, how much she likes them. I'm jealous of her, things like that. I noticed a familiar looking girl while I'm walking. Where's my mouse? Oh, right there. Oh, it's Kotone. Talk to her. I gotta apologize to her today. I call it to Kotone.
よ
She turns around, nods silently.
この間のことなんだけど
Let's start to speak.
事情もよく分かってねえうちに立ち入ったことを言っちまって迷惑かけたなって思ってさ
いいえ、
俺さ知らねえうちに傷つけちまったんじゃねえかとマジで悩んだんだって
あまり気になさらないでください。
いや琴音ちゃんにあんな悲しい顔されたら気にもなるって
Kotone suddenly looks unsettled. I don't think she's expecting me to call her by her first name.
そういや自己紹介まだだったな俺2の B の藤田博之
私はもうご存知ですよね。
ああ1年 B 組姫川琴音ちゃんで会ってるだろごめんな勝手に調べちまって
They even know the classroom.
いいえ、私普通じゃないですから。藤田さんの目に留まるのも仕方がないことなんです。
Kotone looks down. She must hate being the subject of rumors. How should I react? How should you react? How should you react? Change the subject. Change the subject. That's not true.
そうでもないって普通にしてれば普通なんだよ
Alright. Kotone glances at me and then looks back down.
俺が思うに妙な噂を流すやつが話を大きくしてんだろ
I said I imagined the main broadcaster of the rumors. Shiho! Shiho! It's a certain girl I know very well. She's the one to blame for this.
それは藤田さんの勘違いだと思います。
However, Kotone dismisses my reassurance.
そうか
藤田さんも見ましたよね、私の力。
それなんだけどいまいち実感が湧かねえんだ
実感ですか。
ちゃんとした形でもう一回見てみてえなそうすりゃ少しははっきりしそうだ現実なのかどうかがさ
A sad look spread across Kotone's face.
ダメですよ。この力は危険なんです。藤田さんにもしものことがあったら。
危険なんで
藤田さん、お願いですから
Dang.
私に関わらないでください。
Seeing her say that with such agony in her eyes renders me silent.
これで失礼します。
Kotone bowed at me and then scurried off. I am left there, simply watching her leave. Are Kotone's psychic powers really that dangerous? Now what? She told you to never... What she said? Don't talk to me anymore, basically. She said don't talk to me anymore. That's the introduction to Serio. Serio is kind of cute. I kind of like Serio. Dang man, did me 1,000 Serio. Oh man. How much is she? Moti is supposed to be the friendly budget, but she costs as much as a car. If she costs as much as a car, that means Serio probably costs as much like a freaking Mercedes or something. 100k. 6 figures. 6 figures for Serio.
今日少し寝坊しちゃって遅刻する
Damn,
かと思っ
dude.
ちゃった
Even if I want to buy her, I can't. Dude, 6 figures is a lot. Oh man. I can't afford that shit. What the hell? I wanted Serio. I bumped into Kotone on the way back from the restroom during break time.
よう琴音ちゃん
Kotone-chan.
こんにちは。
Kotone bows.
琴音ちゃんもトイレか
I realized I messed up the moment those words leave my mouth. When did I descend into potty humor? I expected Kotone seems unsure over what to say.
いえ、職員室へ行ってきたんです。
She responds,
そうかなんか俺下品なこと聞いちまったな
Why is this guy so awkward? I thought he was the Riz King. What the hell? All I can do is try to laugh it off.
いえ、
Kotone speaks with a vacant expression and looks down. Am I making a mess of this whole conversation? Gotta change the subject. Fast.
そういやさ何の用で職員室に行ってたんだ
美術の先生に会ってきました。
We're finally having a normal conversation now.
美術の先生にまたなんで
美術部に来ないかって。
なるほど琴音ちゃんは美術の才能があんだなそれで先生にスカウトされてんだ
才能なんてよくわかりません。
おーじゃあ今度見せてよ琴音ちゃんの描いた絵
Kotone seems a little surprised.
でも
恥ずかしがることないってスカウトされるくらいの腕前なん
It's
だから
always
さ
the quiet people, dude. Don't you notice that too? I don't know if it's still a trend in school. But I remember when I was in school, every time when someone's quiet, they always draw. Like a lot. I always remember that. And they get pretty good at drawing because they draw a lot.
そうじゃないんです。
じゃあ都合が悪いってこ
はい。
What?
とダメって言われると余計に気になるな
What?
ごめんなさい。
Kotone bows. Sorry about that. Long day at work. She declines in such a respectable way. I feel as though Kotone is trying to avoid me.
いいってまた今度都合のいい時にでも見せてくれよ
はい。
Kotone nods and the conversation's
じゃあ
over.
俺こっちだから
I don't want to drag the conversation on longer than it needs to go, so I quickly ended.
はい。ごきげんよう。
Kokikenyo. We say our goodbyes and go our separate ways. I feel like I got to speak to Kotone quite a bit. The more I talk to her, the more I realize how well mannered she is. The heck? She's not so bad. She doesn't say much though. I don't know if I'm imagining it, but I feel like she's avoiding me. She might be just as shy as she appears to be. I find it hard to believe that someone as meek as her has psychic abilities. Dude, how do you talk to her, man? She's kind of hard to talk to. Dude, when you talk to her, like the conversation ends. She does everything in her power to not talk to you. How do you talk to a girl like that? Me, I would have gave up. I was like, alright, see ya. Goodbye. I'm leaving you alone. Never talking to you ever again. This guy, on the other hand, he's persistent. I like that. He has spunk.
なあ昨日地震あったの知ってるか
I don't even know what the word spunk means. I just think that word sounds cool. There you go. Is that eggs? Dude, that lunch looks so sad, dude. What the hell? As I'm thinking about what I'll do when I get home, a girl walking past me catches my eye. She looks familiar. It doesn't take me long to realize who it is. Wait a minute, is that Kotone?
よ琴音ちゃん
She's been looking down the whole time, but turns to look at me when I call out to her. When she realizes it is me, she bows.
帰るんだろ途中まで一緒に行こうぜ
Hey, you want to walk home with her now?
はい。
Oh, she did decline. Kotone nods, so I begin to walk by her side. Excuse me. It's dead quiet. Oh, that's right. I'm always the one starting the conversation. I try bringing up a random topic.
なあ、琴音ちゃん。最近ハマってるものとかある？
Alright, first rule of conversation. Conversation 101. Hey, do you have any hobbies?
お
She thinks long and hard.
あ、そういや琴音ちゃんって絵を描くのがうまいんだったな。どんな絵を描くんだ？
風景です。
She finally says the proper word.
風景って山とか海とか？
Umi.
もう少し小さいものですよ。
オーケーオーケー。で、思うんだけどな。絵を描く楽しさってどこにあるんだ？
Damn, dude, this guy is pretty good at making conversation. Here am I asking a question like some kind of interview on TV. It's the best I can do since I don't know much about art.
私、絵を描いている時間が好きなんです。
What?
描いてる時間？
例えば、風の香りとか、日向の匂いとか、外でしか感じられないことが絵を描いていると分かって気持ちいいんです。
What? The scent, the wind, or the sunshine? You mean just going outside? You could just go outside and not draw.
そういうのなんかわかるな。俺だって日向でぼーっとしてると気持ちいいからな。
そうですね。私の場合、ぼんやりする代わりに手を動かしてるだけなんですよ。
Okay.
そうか？何もしないよりは断然マシなことやってるって。
私、あまり実感ありません。
そんな風に言ってないで、もっと自分に自信持っていいと思うぜ。
はい。
でもいいよな、芸術的趣味を持ってて。俺なんて休みの日は家でビデオ見るか街中ぶらついたりするくらいだからな。琴音ちゃんはどこで描いたりしてんだ？
河原とか小さな公園へ出かけたりしてます。でもこの町に来てからはそういうの少なくなりました。
この町って前は他の町にいたのか？
はい、私北海道生まれなんです。
Oh, she's from Hokkaido! Damn!
北海道か。北海道のどこ？
函館です。
That's cool.
函館か。名前はよく聞くけど、どんな
Knew
町
it,
なん
dude.
だ？
All Hokkaido babes are babes.
港があって外国の古い建物が多い静かな町ですよ。
外国みたいな港町か。なんか雰囲気出てるな。
そうですね。今も時々思い出しますよ。
Kotone seems a little happy.
お、そういや俺たち修学旅行が北海道なんだぜ。函館もコースに入ってるな。
そうなんですか？
向こうの写真いろいろ撮ってくから琴音ちゃんにも見せてやるよ。
はい。ぜひお願いします。
And so we have fun talking about Hakodate that day. Hakodate. Date. I thought Kotone was pretty quiet, but she can actually get pretty talkative with the right topics. I'm kind of sad that she doesn't smile a lot, but I'm having fun talking about a bunch of things with her. Damn, this dude is fucking good. Dang, he managed to get a conversation with her. I would have got stuck already. Because she deflected everything, right? When he first met her, she deflected every conversation into everything shortly. But then he knows her weakness. She likes to draw. Why she likes to draw? Okay, she likes the scenery. What does she likes about the scenery? Oh, she said that she used to live somewhere else. Where does she live? Oh, she used to live there. Oh, now she's talking a lot. He's good. That's why he's the main protagonist. That's a good conversation flow.
こんなとこには
Damn, dude. I'm a dick. I try to remember all the conversation flow I have with everything and everyone and everything. And all I know is I'm just a dick, dude. You don't want to talk to me. Oh man, I'm too sarcastic. I can't help it. It is lunchtime. Masashi was running very late, so I hurried him along as we ran down the hallway. It took him a while to leave for lunch because his class ran long. You're gonna sell out of sandwiches if we don't get out of there quick. Damn you, math teacher. Who insists on finishing class right when the bell rings, honestly.
待っててくれよ俺のカツサンド
I launched myself down the stairs. Once I make it across the bridge corridor, my eyes are on the student store. But then, I spot Kotone walking ahead of me. Despite my mad rush, I can't help but call out to her.
よう琴音ちゃん
藤田さん、
Oh,
琴音ちゃんも購買部か
いえ、食堂に行こうと思って。
なんだ琴音ちゃんっていつも学食か
いえ、今朝は寝坊してしまってお弁当を作れなかったので。
じゃあいつも自分で弁当作ってんの
ええ、そうです。
はあ感心感心
そんなことないです。
a group of students stampede past us as we casually chat.
言えば忘れてた
I was only delayed by a little by the conversation, but a huge line forms in that tiny bit of lost time.
ひろゆきもう無理みたいだね。
しまった
Dang. I didn't have my eyes properly on the prize. No sandwich for me today, I guess.
まさし今日は学食にすっか
うんそうだね。
What's wrong with cafeteria food, dude? Isn't that better than freaking sandwiches? What
て
the
ことで
hell?
琴音ちゃん一緒に食べようぜ
You know, maybe sandwiches is actually pretty good. I do like sandwiches from time to time.
一緒に食べよ
I repeated myself.
はい。
Maybe sandwiches are also cheaper too. Compared to a lunch set. She nods somewhat
うオ
bashfully.
ッケーそれじゃあ飯飯
The three of us head over to the cafeteria. What the hell? That's how they eat in the cafeteria? The face at the oh yeah, that's actually pretty cool. Cause you sit next to your homie and look at the scenery. That's actually kind of cool. I like that better than what I had. When we get there, we each grab a menu and look for somewhere to sit. It was pretty crowded, so there's only a row of 3 seats for us to squeeze into. I quickly went over to take the spots. Masashi sit on the left and Kotone on the right. I sit in the middle seat. Masashi and I get a lunch meal while Kotone only gets a bowl of udon.
琴音ちゃんそんだけ
Kotone nods.
そんだけでお腹を膨れる
はい。
へえ
What the What the fuck? What the He's cool, man. He knows how to make conversation. I am intrigued, but Masashi remarks that a bowl of udon is enough for girls since they eat less than guys. That makes sense, especially since Kotone doesn't seem like she burns many calories in a day.
しかし俺にはちょっと理解できない世界だよなやっぱ早めに腹が減るとか
I try to flesh out the conversation so that I can speak to Kotone more. Oh, that's what he's doing! Dude, see, he's pretty good. That's why he's the main character. He tried to make a conversation out of anything. Anything and everything.
いえ、
Kotone shakes her head.
じゃあそれで足りてるってことだな実のところ琴音ちゃんのスリムな体型を維持する秘密だとか
What?
わかりません。私、食べたい量だけいつも食べてますから。
ってことはダイエットなしでスタイルを維持できるってことだろその言葉を聞いたら怒り出す女の子結構いると思うぜ
And so I continued to chat to Kotone to keep my conversation going with her, totally forgetting about my lunch. Ended up using all my lunch break just to finish my lunch. Sorry, Masashi. But I got to chat to Kotone a bunch, so I guess it turned out okay. Dang, he just really want to talk to her. That's it. Alright. I respect it. You think he liked her because he feels sad for her? Is that it? That's what it seems like. Seemed like he liked her out of pity. But we'll see. Alright, always going to teach us martial arts. Hell yeah, MMA club. She's going to teach me how to throw a kick.
やっぱり
She's going to teach me how to do a step kick. Bum, bum, bum. 419. Man, that sound annoys the hell out of me. Oh boy. I hate that sound so much. Hey, oh, that's Moti last day. Aw. Bye bye, Moti. And then she's gonna be.
すごくいい子だったよね。
She's gonna turn into junk now, right? They're gonna take her memories, not even use it. And then that's it. No more. Whoa, what's going on? On my way back from buying some vending machine coffee, I noticed a slight ruckus in the hallway. There are 4 or 5 people surrounding someone in a large circle. I approached them for a closer look.
大丈夫？
There's a girl in the middle of the hallway, crouched down with her head in her hands. The other students around call out to her in concern.
先生呼ぼうか？
One of the onlookers approaches the girl and touches her on the shoulder.
来ないでください。
The girl yells. I know who it is, and from her voice. It is Kotone. I call out to her.
琴音ちゃん姫川さん大丈夫か
Unable to approach her, I held my breath instead. Kotone seems to desperately enduring something. That's how it appears to me. What's about to happen? Before I can finish my thought, everything goes silent and my ears begin to ring.
何これ？変な音しない？
Oh, that's just tinnitus. That's tinnitus. You hear that all the time. Don't worry. The girl next to me says, she's experiencing the same thing as me. But what's happening? And Kotone behind us? The atmosphere feels the same as the moment before something happened in a movie or TV. Everybody is rendered silent. Kotone suddenly glares at the ceiling. A few others and I also look in the same direction. One of the girls in the circle screams. I see it. The light bulb of the ceiling breaks. But it isn't because it got hit by something. I was watching the light bulb even before it broke. I know for sure that it suddenly broke out of nowhere. The kind of thing shouldn't be possible without some sort of trick. It's that her so-called psychic power at work. Now's not the time for that. Kotone looks at the shard of light bulb scattered around the ground. As tears wells in her eyes, she started gathering the pieces with her bare hands.
琴音ちゃん怪我するって
I try to stop her, but Kotone won't listen. The students around her don't even attempt to help. I have no other choice but to grab a broom and dustpan from the nearby classroom. I rush over to sweep the shards into the dustpan.
すみません。
Kotone bows with eyes full of tears.
琴音ちゃん
I'm at a loss for words. Kotone goes over to the faculty room to apologize for breaking the light bulb. I decide to go with her. All the teacher does is look exasperated. Because how can they explain what caused the light bulb to break? In the end, the teacher says that the light bulb was deteriorated over time and shattered. That is it. Kotone is upset over breaking school property, and I don't know what to say to her. Maybe supernatural abilities really do exist. If they do exist, I want to ask Kotone why she broke the light bulb, but it definitely isn't the right time. However, she isn't acting like someone who broke a light bulb on purpose. It would be pointless to break a light bulb only to feel so guilty afterwards. There must be some kind of explanation. Boop. I wonder what they're gonna do. That's definitely a lot more. It's a lot different, for sure, compared to the other routes. Other routes was more slice of life. This one has a little bit of a supernatural twist. Even Moti was like quote unquote sci-fi because she's a robot, but that felt more slice of life too. So Kotone is definitely the most different one so far. It's like excuse me. I don't know how to describe it. Maybe Seneca? Seneca was kind of weird too, her route. Because Seneca would do some voodoo shit. Like summon dead dogs and stuff like that. Sacrificing cats. Seneca was pretty unique in that aspect as well. Who is calling on a Sunday? On a glorious 420 Sunday. I used to like 420 because that's when I used to like shoes. Whenever it's 420, I get excited because that means the newest SBs. Whatever SB is gonna come out, it's gonna be super rare and super cool. But I haven't been into shoes lately for the past couple of years, so I don't look forward to 420 anymore like I used to. I don't even know if Nike SBs are even popular anymore. They used to be really popular. They were always popular. But I don't know if they were like... When I was into it, they were like really, really popular. Like, if you buy one, you could resell them for like 500. You buy it for like 100. Resell it for like 500 to 1,000. That's how popular it was. It's lunchtime. The weather is amazing with sky as clear as the eye can see. I decided to head out to the courtyard for the first time in a while, sit on a bench and have lunch there. I'm alone today. I normally have lunch with Masashi, but his big sisters sometimes pack him a homemade lunch. We eat separately when that happens. I have 2 sandwiches and a cafe a lot. Just a regular lunch, nothing special. But the cafeteria is always filled with people, and it isn't the best place to have a quiet lunch. Lunch is a meal I want to relax and enjoy. I rip open the sandwich wrapper as I bask under the glorious sunshine. As I slap the straw into my coffee and take a sip, I think to myself that it feels pretty nice to have lunch alone every now and then until...
Senpai!
Senpai! Oh! This one always gives me lunch?
葵ちゃんは運動してるんだから、
Hey!
その分
ところで、先輩はいつも
Wait a minute, why am I being friends with Aoi in the Kotone route? What the hell? What the fuck? Oh, serio. Maybe one time. Maybe later. Maybe next time. Yeah, that's the right word. Next time. Oh, it's Kotone. She noticed me and bows. Talk to her.
よ、琴音ちゃん。帰んのか？
はい。
じゃあ一緒に帰ろうぜ。
Kotone looks at me for a while and then looks back down.
ダメです。
途中までならいいだろ？
ごめんなさい。
Kotone bows her head with genuine remorse.
俺、もしかして琴音ちゃんに嫌われてる？
Kotone shakes her head vigorously. Phew. That's a relief, at least.
じゃあ、その辺まででもいいだろ？
ダメなんです。
I feel like a dog running too fast and then getting choked back by my leash.
なんでだよ。
私と一緒にいると危ないからです。
危ないってどういう意味？
Is someone out to get her?
私の力が危険なんです。
危険ってどう危険なんだ？
私の思い通りにはで きないんです。
え、どういう意味？
勝手に力が外に出てしまうんです。
それってつまり制御不能ってこと？
In that moment, as clear as day, I realized the answer to the lingering question I had. Why did Kotone break windows for no reason? Why did she suddenly shatter light
それ
bulbs?
でも 100% 思い通りにできないわけじゃないんです。人のいない方へ力を向けるくらいが
What?
せいぜいですけど、
She can make people explode.
もしそれができなかっ
私を中心に力が爆発します。そばにいればきっと巻き添えを食うでしょう。
What the hell?
た。例えば俺がガラスの代わりになるってこと
かもしれません。
Oh shit. あ
でも琴音ちゃんは関係のない窓とかに狙って使えるんだろ？だったらほとんど安全じゃねえか。
Even if an object gets broken every time, Kotone seems tormented.
ダメなんです。最近は狙いをつけるのも難しくなってきてるんです。
She says.
おい、
Yeah, he backed up. I was like, oh fuck. I can't help but shrink away. Visions of me shattering like glass flash in my head.
ですから藤田さん、私には近づかない方がいいですよ。
Kotone cautions. And so, I stubbornly refuse.
嫌だね。危ないからって俺が逃げたら琴音ちゃんはどうすんだよ。このまま一人ぼっちで生きていくつもりなのか。
Hitori Pochi. I already know the truth, so what do I have to lose? It is her powers that makes everyone think Kotone is scary or creepy. And they were why she distanced herself from others. I didn't think I was the best person around, but I'm not such a lowlife that I abandoned her. Kotone seemed overwhelmed by what I said, so I continue.
少しでもコントロールできるんだろ？じゃ、頑張って全部コントロールしちまおうぜ。
ありがとうございます。でも無理なんです。今までにもコントロールしようとやってみたんですがダメでした。
それは今までの話だろ。これから成功させんだよ。
Saw her hair freaking out.
俺は決めたからな。琴音ちゃんが超能力をコントロールできるようになるまで俺が応援してやるよ。
This dude's just a playboy, isn't he? What the heck?
でも
Kotone seems troubled.
もう遅い。俺に付きまとわれるのが嫌ならさっさと超能力をコントロールするしかないかな。返事は？
Ask.
はい。
Kotone nods awkwardly.
なんだ、気が進まないのか？
いえ、私の力のことを真面目に考えてもらえたのが初めてで、
Okay, okay.
それで
She's so touched by my gesture then.
オーケー。それを聞いて俺もやる気が出てきた。
よろしくお願いします。
With that, Kotone and I part ways. I gotta make sure that I'm ready to back Kotone up properly. Alright. And that starts with a beautiful relationship with Hirayuki and Kotone. That night, I started reading a book I bought. It's called The World of Supernatural Powers. I want to learn all about the subject to help Kotone. Let's see. So there are 4 broad categories of supernatural abilities. The first is telepathy. Generally speaking, is the ability to tap into the minds of others. Akari can communicate to a certain extent using her eyes, but that's not exactly telepathy. The next one is clairvoyance. The ability to see things that are far away or hidden from view because they're in a box or something. Who cares about the contents of a box? I can think of other hidden things I'd rather see, huh? This guy's a bitch. What? I know what he's talking about. He's talking about seeing people clothing. And then there's precognition, the ability to predict the future. I thought clairvoyance and precognition is the same thing. People who have the ability to tap into psychic knowledge of the past also falls in the same category. Psychics can often see in the past of others. It's that same ability. The final one is psychokinesis. What the hell is this? Psychokinesis? Kinesis? Psychokinesis. That's what Kotone has. The ability to move objects with her mind. All of these abilities manifest through the same source of energy. We call the source of energy souls or spirits. Man, this is confusing. In the end, what I gathered from the book was that the latest theory suggests that supernatural abilities draw energy from human souls. The energy consumed through supernatural abilities is called mind energy. People who can use mind energy, that is, people with psychic abilities, consume part of their souls to use their supernatural abilities. And as one would expect, they would die if they overuse their powers. Damn, dude, like Shiki from Tsukihime. Even the average person ends up dying when they mentally push themselves too hard. There is often news about people dying from overwork or dropping dead out of nowhere. The cause of death for some of these people is apparently the excessive use of their mind energy. According to the book, that is. I would have scoffed so hard at this explanation prior to meeting Kotone. And what happens when people use part of their soul and are still alive, where their mind energy is gradually replenished from outer space? What the fuck? What kind of Scientology bullshit is this? Outer space makes it sound pretty shady, but there's apparently a mysterious invisible material, not unlike air, that exists out there. That's what mind energy is. Based on that theory, when that energy continues to flow into Kotone, when she's all topped up, does that mean she starts overflowing with it? I think to myself. What I really want to know is how to control the power. So I continue to read the book and discover that there is data proving that psychic power could improve the repeated use. In other words, it is possible for Kotone to master abilities through practice. There's still no scientific explanation for supernatural abilities, but I don't know myself if I can believe the author of the book I had bought. But I decided to have faith anyway. I read the book from cover to cover, but I can't find any explanation of supernatural abilities similar to Kotone's, so I had to give up my search. Still, she can practice. If she can practice, I'm sure she'll be able to control her powers. Alright. Alright. It's a little bit of a short stream, but I think I want to call it a day. Yeah, you see that word? I'm extra sleepy. I'm extra sleepy today, dude. So I think I'll call it a day. We'll play more ToHeart next time. I'm going to save. With that, I appreciate everything. GG's, we'll do more Kotone route next time.